Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé reaction video. You guys already know the drill. This will probably stay up for about 12 to 15 hours, and then TLC will copyright it and YouTube will take it down. So enjoy it while it lasts, and if you want to see the full version, it'll be up on my Patreon, patreon.com/mythots. Now let's watch the tell-all part 3.
Julia is pregnant.
Wow. Damn, they're happy. Oh my God. A lot of people were speculating that they must have known, because how can you not tell your parents for 6 months? But I actually think they didn't know, because look at them. Their reaction just seems so shocked and genuine. Oh my God. Even Georgie's crying? Wow.
Everybody's crying.
Wow. Wow. They're so elated.
Yay! Bravo, very good.
My day, my week, my month, my year.
At the end of the day, like, it's your baby, right?
Nope. Mm-mm. It's Betty's baby.
Amazing. I don't think I've ever cried.
You never
I don't
cried?
think I've ever cried on the top.
Congratulations! I'm so proud of you.
You know what kind of sucks? Like, I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for people who have wanted to be parents for so long and then they finally get the news that they're pregnant. I'm so happy for them. But what makes me sad, and what I've noticed and realized as I've gotten older and have decided that I'm not going to have children, I'm most likely not going to get married, is that a woman gets the most celebrated twice in her life. And it's when she gets married and when she's pregnant and has a kid. I honestly can't think of, like, we're never celebrated for anything else as much as those two life events. And I've only noticed this because, you know, my friends are getting engaged, married, having kids, starting families, and they're so celebrated, which is great. Like, of course, I'm going to celebrate them with everybody else. Then I'm like, oh, no one's going to celebrate me because I don't think I'm doing either of those things. I guess fuck me then, right?
We are going to focus now on Darcey and Georgi.
Ooh.
Let's jump right in.
Bring it on, baby. Double D's, baby.
After coming back from Bulgaria, he finally opened up about something important to him. How important is it for you to have a child?
Well, after Julia, I guess even if you don't want a child, you're gonna start thinking about child. Before Bulgaria, I didn't think about having a child. And then I started thinking about that. Maybe one day I'll regret, I don't know.
I understand where he's coming from, and obviously biologically, I would love for you to have your own, but just 50 years old, Georgie. I mean, you knew going into this relationship with me, this wasn't gonna happen.
Oh my God. Okay, like I said, he can change his mind, and I don't even think his mind has changed. I think he went to Bulgaria, saw his family for the first time. It's very emotional, for the first time in a long time. And he meets his niece and nephew. His parents and his sister are like, are you going to have kids? Like, are you sure you don't want kids? And then if he finally decides that kids are not for him, then he kind of almost needs to mourn that life. And that's kind of what I had to go through. It's way different for women, I think, because he could technically have kids whenever he wants. For women, it's so much harder because we can't have kids after a certain age. But for me, when I decided and realized I'm not going to have kids, I had to mourn that version of my life and myself that I had grown up thinking that was my purpose. You know what I mean? It's kind of ingrained in us women that you go to college, you get a job, and then you get married, and then you have a kid, and then you become a mom, and that's your life. And I grew up my entire childhood and adolescence thinking that that was my future. And so when I came to the realization that I wasn't going to have kids, that wasn't my life, I probably won't even get married, I had to mourn that version of myself, that life that I thought I was going to have. And it takes some time to process it and to go through that mourning period. I think Georgi is trying to go through his feelings and trying to accept that, hey, I may not have kids after all. And he just needs time to process it. And Darcey is just immediately thinking the worst case scenario, like, oh my God, you want to have kids and you're trying to get out of this relationship and blah, 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 blah. Like, she doesn't allow him any time, any space to process anything. All she does is interrupt, and bombard him with her feelings.
If that's what he really needs and wants in his life, I'd rather walk away and live the rest of my life for me.
Darcey, do you worry that this could be an exit strategy for Georgi?
My God, well, damn.
Because right after the marriage, the dynamic in the relationship changed. He's, got his work visa, he's got his papers, and I feel like now that he's got all of that, like this relationship has been very convenient for him.
So now that he has his work visa, he's working, that's how it changed? Isn't that a good thing that he's able to work and make some money? I don't understand why that's a bad thing. I almost feel like Darcey needs to be in control, like she wants him to depend on her so that he won't leave.
Good to see you again.
Oh my God, Stacey's dress looks great. See, why couldn't Darcey wear something like that? Like, you can still show your assets without having them on full display, like them spilling out.
Concerning. It's very concerning.
When you say concerning, do you think it could be an exit strategy for Georgi?
Sean, what the hell? Why does she keep pushing this narrative?
Would you consider adoption or having a biological kid?
Surrogacy, but it was someone else's eggs, and I feel like that, for me, I don't want to be on that journey. Not donor eggs, no, because I don't have eggs left. So it'd just be his child with someone else's egg, So.
Yeah, but you could raise the child as your own. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. I know everyone's different with these things and everyone's entitled to their own opinion and their desires, but
I get Darcey's point, but she have 2 kids as well from somebody else, and they're not my kids, and I love them like my kids.
Oh,
Her kid.
Oh, that was so sweet. I think what Georgi meant was like, why can't we have a surrogate and a donor egg and still raise it like our own? Like, if I can love your kids and they're not my biological kids and I love them like my own, then why can't you do the same? I get what he's trying to say. I get his point of view, and I think it's very valid.
A newborn, as you guys know, is like a whole nother level of like intensive every single.
I do kind of agree in the sense that Georgi probably wants a kid the same way a kid wants a pet. You play with it, you cuddle it, it's so cute, and then you give it to your mom to take care of.
Stacey have an ex. Did she allow to give ex?
Girl, they're twins. They're the same age. If Darcey doesn't have eggs, then Stacey doesn't have eggs.
I don't know.
It would be a little Stacey and Georgi baby.
That would be weird.
I get that would be kind of weird, but it's not really that weird. I don't know, is it just me? I feel like so many people have different opinions on this, but if my sisters wanted a baby and they asked for my egg for me to like donate my egg to them because they didn't have any viable eggs, I would give them my egg. Like, I would do anything for my sisters.
What you think about the fact that it took Georgi 5 years to introduce Darcey to his family?
That's a really long ass time.
A question why it took 5 years.
And it was.
But the thing is, oh my God, I am defending Georgi so much here. And it's not just because I have a crush on him. It's not because he is so gorgeous and beautiful. Trust me, it's not. Okay, I just understand where Georgi is coming from. Maybe it's an immigrant thing. I'm also, I'm not an immigrant, but I come from an immigrant family. So I understand certain things that he's talking about, but like, it would be different if he constantly went to Bulgaria and didn't want to bring Darcey, but he hasn't gone in 13 years. It was his first time going too.
He's a sugar baby.
I'm sugar baby, huh?
Oh my God, he's gonna pop a blood vessel. He's so mad right now. I think Jasmine has a right to call him a sugar baby because she is also a sugar baby. So sugar baby recognize sugar baby. You know what I mean?
Hey, right now, again, say like, oh, I love Gino. What kind of love you pregnant? What kind of love you love Gino? What kind of is that love?
You cheated on your wife.
Jasmine, who cheated? Jasmine, who cheated?
What?
You
a mess.
are a scammer.